Hello everyone, Spud here, and today I think I'm going to share with you a fun fact. This is actually the second time I've been making this video. When I originally was making it, it was titled, What Makes Counter-Strike So Great? And unfortunately, before I finished that video, they released the winter update and changed a lot. And now, I really can't make that video. So I'm going to repurpose this footage. These first couple of clips you're seeing here, these are all pre-patch. But let's talk about what the winter update has brought and what's new in the game. And there are some exciting and some very disappointing features, so let's talk about that, shall we? So the first and biggest thing added for most players first looking, is that there's a new pistol, the R8 revolver. But let's not talk about that right away, because I'm going to go on a tirade about that later, and I had not started off the video with that. So the next biggest changes is that they've really reduced the M4, A4, and for A1S, and the AK-47 in their ability to spray fire accurately. Essentially, they're making the game a lot more tap fire focused. It's going to be a lot harder for you to land those spray fire shots, even if you know the spray control. So, personally, I'm not too happy about this. I was really comfortable with where it was at before. I didn't really see any need to change this, but oh well. We'll learn. The community will get around this. And they also have made the pistols universally less accurate while moving. Now the Tech 9 is still pretty viable, it's still better than the rest, but most of the other ones, including like a big one like the Glock and the P2000, they're pretty terrible while moving now. They still got that accurate first shot, but after that it's essentially a dice roll whether or not you're going to hit anything. So next, moving on, I'm going to show you some footage here, and I think you're going to agree with me that this is going to get pretty appalling. So, in this patch, they did add in the R8 revolver, like I said before. Now, this gun, I was really excited for it, because, like, when do you see a new gun in Counter-Strike? Like, the last new gun we got was the CZ75, and that thing was pretty OP in its own right, but, I'm going to just have this footage play in the background and to support my argument here. This thing is completely, 100% broken. It is so appallingly overpowered that I cannot in good faith recommend anyone to actually play this game right now, like, unless you just want to derp around with this gun. Now, I chose the office map to show you this gun because of how many really tight quarters it is. And okay, it is very pretty. I love the design of it, the aesthetic of it. But look at this. Look at this shit. Look at this weapon here. Now, I do die here, but look at this gun. It's so... Let me give you some stats here. It does the same base damage of 112 as an AWP. It has the same armor penetration as the Deagle. But now hold on. It was actually supposed to be identical to the AWP. It's a glitch that's the same as the Deagle. It's actually supposed to do more damage. But look at this. Look at this. It's a one-shot kill. Up to about 15 meters. And then it's incredibly accurate. It's really accurate while moving. And it only costs $850. Now, I recently played a competitive match. I'm going to throw in some footage right here of that. But, God, I mean, I can't believe that Valve would do this. I mean, Valve, who made a game that's just totally fantastic, have essentially broken their own game. Valve has broken its own game. That's what it's done. This pistol is single-handedly better than almost any other weapon you can buy. If you're good with it, you can outplay a full-buying player with just Kevlar and this weapon. I mean, there's no reason to ever buy any other pistol, or really most of the primaries. Now, this being said, you can counter it relatively well with the high rate of fire SMGs in close quarters, and maybe a bit with the AWP at long range. But the assault rifles are pretty much outclassed by this little $850 weapon here. It's really bizarre. I don't know why they chose to do this. So now,
thank you.
I have to admit, though, it's a fun little gun. It's really fun to use, but it's so broken. The game's meta is shattered. The amazing game balance and weapon balance that this game had is gone. Like, the strategy, a lot of the buying strategy now is essentially useless. It's on a buy round, you buy the R8. On a save round, you buy the R8. On a super eco, you buy the R8 and no armor. Because it can one-shot even a full buying player with armor and helmet. One-shot headshot from any range. It's super accurate. It's accurate while running or strafing. I mean, it's insane. It's literally almost Call of Duty-esque, and just how just crazy accurate this thing is. I mean, I can't get over why Valve put this in here. Now that being said, this gun is going to stay. They are not gonna. This isn't just like a temporary holiday thing, because they've already released a weapon case for it, as well as there's a $300 fade skin for it. Imagine if you bought that $300 skin, and then they removed the gun. I mean, they would get sued up the ass. But now, alright, so I don't want to see this gun removed. I do enjoy it. The model is really cool. The animations are fantastic. They're so cool. The gun's a really cool weapon. But its reload speed is too high. Its movement speed is too high. Its accuracy is too high. Its damage is too high. The reliability of its quote-unquote inaccurate shot is too high. Everything about this gun is just a little bit too good. So I think they're going to have to nerf it. Now, I'm not saying its damage is too high. It's going to sound weird, but I actually don't want them to nerf the damage too much. I think having that one-shot capability is very unique. It's something you don't see in any other pistol, and that's would be the reason why you'd want to use the R8 over the Deagle. But I think we can, like, it'd be safe to get rid of its quick fire option. That will force you to use sort of the long trigger pull, which can get you killed if you don't know how to use it. Whenever you click with this weapon, you have to wait about a half second before the gun goes off. You'll see the hammer go back, and like that right there. You see, I'm actually clicking, and then the hammer goes back. Then once it's fully back, the gun fires. And that's sort of how they balance it out, I guess, with his accurate shot. But within the one-shot kill range, that secondary shot, that really fast fanning the hammer, it's accurate enough. And since it's essentially a waist and up one-shot gun, it's just incredibly strong. Second, I don't think it needs to be accurate while moving. I think it should be like any other gun, or like the Deagle, where you have to sort of do your strafing and your stopping and firing when you're not moving. I think that would be a good way to balance this weapon out. But man, I just don't know why why Valve did this. Sorry, I'm used to criticizing Battlefields. I'm like, oh yeah, DICE. But man, Valve isn't DICE. Valve usually, I'm just utterly surprised. It's like, even though the CZ was pretty overpowered when it launched, it wasn't close to this. Not at all. I mean, this thing. Have you been watching that footage, guys? Like, look at this thing. Tell me this isn't broken. Tell me this isn't broken. Anyways, guys, I don't hate the gun. I really don't. But I think this is pretty bad for Counter-Strike right now. The competitive is not very fun anymore. It's definitely it's a mess right now. This update has really shattered everything us players have known about the game. And maybe maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it actually isn't overpowered. Maybe we haven't learned to adjust to it yet. But if you look at the kill feed, what everyone is using is this gun, and not just me. And like, holy crap. Anyways, guys, if you watched, thanks for watching. If you liked me in the video, throw down a like and hit that subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.